There are many convenient ways to apply redactions to documents. When your document is produced, redactions will be burned into the document's image, or, if the document is a spreadsheet, into its native file. If you have redacted metadata, the metadata will not appear in your production load file. In order to redact documents, you must have create or admin redaction permissions. If you have view permissions, you will be able to see redactions that others have applied, but won't be able to apply them yourself. Once you have permission to redact documents, there are a few ways to do so. First, you can redact a general area of the document by using the redaction highlighter in the full screen toolbar of the review window. You must be in PDF/image view to redact documents this way. Click the redaction highlighter to toggle it on, or press R on your keyboard. Then, click and drag over the area of the document you wish to redact. The redaction highlighter will remain toggled on, so you can create multiple redactions throughout the document. All redactions are displayed in the Annotations tab in the full screen panel. You can click the page number to jump to that page with the redaction on it. Once a redaction is applied, you can resize it, or click the redaction to add a note if you have permission to do so. Redactions with notes applied are indicated by a line around the page number in the Annotations panel. In addition to notes, you can also add a redaction stamp. Redaction stamps are applied upon production of the document and will be displayed on top of the redaction. Each redaction can have its own redaction stamp. If your project administrator has provided additional permissions to create your own custom stamp, you will see the option to select New Custom Stamp. Then add the stamp and an abbreviation. Abbreviations are used when the redaction dimensions are too small to fit the full redaction stamp. If a redaction is too small to fit the abbreviated stamp, the stamp will be hidden. You can click the drop-down and then view which stamps are hidden, indicated by the eye icon. To delete a redaction, click on it and then click the trash can icon. You can also redact specific text by using the text selection tool. Toggle the tool on, then click and drag to select some text in the document. A panel of options will appear. The first option lets you redact the current instance of the selected text. The next option lets you redact all instances of the selected text in the current document. If you want to learn more about redacting recurring terms or phrases, visit the video linked in the description. You can also redact any visible metadata field on your document. Open up the metadata panel and toggle on redaction mode. A redaction icon will appear beside each metadata field. Click on the redaction icon to redact the metadata. Just like for document redactions, you can add a stamp or note to your redaction. You can delete the redaction by clicking on the trash can icon in the pop-up. If you have created a redaction in the document over text that is also contained in the document's metadata, Everlaw may suggest that you redact the metadata as well. To redact this metadata, simply click on the Redact Metadata button in the pop-up. If you have added a stamp to your document redaction, the stamp will be applied to your metadata redaction as well. If you need to redact most of the page, you may want to toggle on Inverse Redaction Mode. Inverse Redaction Mode will allow you to select what not to redact instead of what to redact. Turn on Inverse Redaction Mode by clicking the drop-down arrow next to the redaction icon and then selecting Inverse Redact. You can also trigger Inverse Redaction Mode with the keyboard shortcut E. Once you are in Inverse Redaction Mode, simply click and drag as you would normally do to create an inverse redaction. Just as with regular redactions, you can add a stamp and a note to the redacted part of the page. You can also create full-page redactions without inverse redactions by simply clicking on the page you wish to redact from within the inverse redaction mode, or using the keyboard shortcut Shift+R. From the drop-down menu, you can also redact a custom set of pages in your document without having to visit each page separately, or delete all the redactions on your document. Note that this action cannot be undone. Inverse redactions can overlap with each other and with regular redactions as well. When the document is produced, Everlaw always prioritizes redactions over inverse redactions, so you'll always produce the maximum redacted space. If you have any questions about document redactions, visit our help documentation at support.everlaw.com or feel free to contact us by message, email, or phone.